That's exactly right. And they say it's just because he's young and beautiful.
Too
Oh my.
funny.
Totally,
Sounds
totally.
like
What do
you're
you
having a ball out there.
I am. I love this city. It's just so incredibly full of everything. It's like Guillermo calls it he calls it the European New York.
Ah,
Yeah,
that
he's
works.
not far off from that. So European New York it is.
Oh,
Yeah.
fun. Now, are you going back for your birthday or are you going to be there for your birthday?
No, we're going back on Tuesday, actually. Gonna be here
Ooh,
until Tuesday.
awesome.
Yeah, I didn't want to rush, and my real um, my real birthday gift to myself is seeing Evita, which is very hard to get tickets to. So I was able to get a ticket for Monday evening. So
Aw,
yeah,
that's awesome.
yeah. Okay, let's go ahead and begin. Let's see. Hi, everyone. Hi, guys. Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening, wherever in the world you may be today. Thank you for your flexibility and your patience as I enjoy my birthday celebrations yesterday, to every day, but every day this weekend. But for the last minute cancellation on you all, just a heads up, there will be no meditation tomorrow. Tomorrow is my actual birthday, and we have something going on right at 2 o'clock, which is what time it is here to do the meditation. So no meditation tomorrow. You can celebrate my birthday in style, have a great time and a great meditation on your own. So, what I wanted to speak about today actually is something I've been meditating a lot on. This is my 49th birthday, and and which means I have 1 year until I turn 50, right? We make all these things so significant, like what it means to turn this and to turn that. And it reminded me of, the astrologers always, they never call it a birthday, they call it a solar returns. And it means it's that time when the sun returns to the place that it was at the time of your birth, right? A solar returns. And so a solar returns is something to be celebrated. It's something to recognize the completion of one cycle and the beginning of another, right? And so, a lot of the energies or a lot of the thoughts, feelings, emotions, all those things that are swirling in my head are all those things about, what does it mean to be a certain age or to turn a certain age, or the checks and the boxes and the checks that everyone else tells you that means, right? Everyone has a point of view about what it means to turn 50, which I will next year. And everybody has a point of view of, what age looks like, what the number is. But you're the only one who really, really knows. You're the only one who really knows. And as long as you hold on to what you know to be true, then everything else, allows itself to line up with that. But the minute that you start to buy into other people's programs, other people's points of views and conclusions, then that is the moment with which everything starts to align and agree with that. Why am I saying this? I'm using the example of age. However, it pertains to everything, right? It pertains to how many times have those of you have ever had children. You get pregnant and you immediately tell a girlfriend, and she goes, "Oh my gosh, good luck with the morning sickness." Or in the third month, you're going to experience this, and the baby's going to kick at this time. And then, oh my goodness, wait till you go into delivery. When you go into delivery, you're going to be in labor for this amount of time, and all of a sudden what happens to the mother is the mother goes, "Oh, okay, oh my gosh, well, I better be prepared for morning sickness, and I better be prepared for this, and I better be prepared for that." But how often are we actually manifesting that because of what we think we believe of other people's experiences that we make our own? And instead of just having uh, your own experience, right? So I met somebody really, really fascinating the other day, and he was, I guess, mid 50s, maybe mid to late 50s. And he was talking about how he was just going back to school to get a degree, and how I said, "Oh, that's so amazing. Congratulations. That must be so exciting for you." And he said, "You're like one of the only people that's ever led with that." He said, "Most people say, at your age, you're going back to get a degree. Wow, that must be, you know." that's very ballsy of you, or that's very whatever. But the truth is he was like, he's like, I feel like I'm just getting started. He's like, I've had one career and it was great, and I did that for 25 years, and I want to go in and I want to do something different. And this time I want to do it for me because it's not about the money, it's about what I want to do. I thought, how great is that? Having the flexibility to be able to reinvent yourself and create whatever you want because you want it, not because anybody else is telling you that you have to have it or do it or you can't or it's too late or whatever. So I know I've spoken about that a few times, but it becomes a little bit more real and true. Like, what do I want to create for myself? Right? That's the opportunity. What do I want to create for myself? And how can I invite um, the age that I be to completely outcreate all of those points of views and beliefs that everyone else wants to tell us? Right? So, what points of views and conclusions and expectations are you buying today that are somebody else's? But if you actually just let them go, you would feel lighter, you would feel everything would be easier. You could actually hear what it is that you truly want for yourself. Right. So let's go ahead and begin the meditation. I'm going to close off my camera so I can put my phone down and close your eyes and find yourself in your heart. And as you do so, as you find yourself in your heart, just begin today by becoming present with whatever that brought up for you today, whatever that brought up for you about what it means to live your life. And who are you today? Who are you based upon what other people have programmed you to be? And who can you be if you choose to be you for yourself? So let's take 3 deep breaths, okay? In through the nose and out through the mouth. In through the nose and out through the mouth. In through the nose and out through the mouth. Now let's shift our awareness to the center of the earth. And as we shift our awareness to the center of the earth, let's imagine this beautiful energy swirling around in the center of the earth. And from the space in the center of the earth, let's imagine this energy scooping up fresh earth energy, coming up through the soles of our feet, through our ankles, our calves, our knees, and our thighs, and traveling up through all of our chakras, and popping up outside the top of our head and forming a beautiful ball of light. Now switch your awareness into this ball of light. Imagine this ball of light traveling up by the space that you're in, higher and higher and higher and faster and faster and faster. Imagine that ball of light lifting you up past Earth's atmosphere out into outer space, through different planets, galaxies in the Milky Way, and higher and higher and higher beyond there, out into different layers of light, some light and some dark. Through those layers, out into a beautiful golden like light, and through the golden like light to jelly like substance, and through the jelly like substance light to a beautiful pink haze, which is love, compassion. And through the law of compassion, you enter into the seventh plane of all that is, the plane of creation, of oneness, and of complete totality. Immediately, your ball of light dissolves into this beautiful energy. You feel the connection, the contribution, the collaboration of all things, all atoms and molecules of existence here. From here, we're going to ask for some downloads. As a reminder, downloads are just energies that we receive into our subconscious, thoughts, feelings, emotions, and experiences. Change our beliefs, we change our reality. As a reminder, all you have to do is say yes to receive them. So let's see what we've got. Well, the words that I hear today are what are the price? What's the price you have to pay? So this is interesting because a lot of us have a hard time receiving because we've bought into this belief or this point of view that in order to receive, there's something that you have to pay, or this program. Nothing is ever free. Nothing is free. Um, and so, but it blocks us from receiving because we go, well, there's always a price to pay. So everything that brings up for you, can we destroy it and create it? And would you like to know what it feels like, looks like, tastes like, smells like, sounds like, and is in every single cell of your body to creator's definition of allowance, allowance of receiving of everything that you could ever imagine and ask for, and to know that if you're receiving it, if it's shown up for you, there's actually a divine system in the world, in the universe called karma. It means that you have deserved it. You deserve it. So would you like to know what it feels like to know that you deserve great things? That you're worthy of receiving great, great things, that it's safe for you to acknowledge your greatness and the receiving of the great things that you deserve. Would you like to release and let go of any of the heavy energy that you may be taking on from others about what you have to be or how you have to show up or what you have to look like or taste like or smell like or act like or feel like or what your health has to be because somebody else said so? Can we please destroy it and create it? Would you like to know what it feels like, looks like, tastes like, smells like, sounds like, and is in every single cell of your body to know that from this place, from this time, you get to create something new, something different, something that is all yours? If you'd like that, say yes. So, who will you be today? Would you like to know what it feels like to know that you're worthy of choosing to tap into that beautiful energy of who you wish to be? To know that you're worthy of receiving and activating that energy? Who would you be if you could be anybody that you want? Who would you be if you were authentically being you? If you'd like that, say yes. Would you like to know what it feels like, looks like, tastes like, smells like, sounds like, and is to know what to do with the judgments of others? To allow yourself to know that you don't have to take them on. You can leave the judgments of others to others and everything that is. Let's destroy it and create it. Would you like to know what it feels like? Trust that you being you, that you choosing you is a natural point of attraction and confirmation and acknowledgement for others. When you're truly being you, you give others permission to truly be them. So would you like to know what it feels like, looks like, tastes like, smells like, sounds like, and is? Acknowledge your ability to truly be you, no matter what. You'd like that, say yes. Great. Getting a lot of energy today also about creativity. Would you like to know what it feels like, looks like, tastes like, smells like, sounds like, and is? It's the universe's definition of creativity. That it's safe and that you're worthy of tapping into your own creativity, allowing your creativity to be the source of inspiration in your life. Remembering that creativity is the creator aspect that exists within inside of you. So everywhere that you've decided that you're not creative, creativity is saved for those who have special gifts or special talents, whereas you don't acknowledge and receive your own talents, can be destroyed and created. Right. So let's shift our energy to those who require healing today. As we do so, let's just imagine them surrounded in the Creator's love and in the Creator's light. Imagine them happy, healthy, safe, and protected. So can we please send healing today to Stacy and her family? It is her father John's memorial service. Please send them all unconditional light and love. See them surrounded in God's light and protected. Let's also please send healing to Makai, his mother's. We also please send healing to Anne and also to Polly and Ben. Be healthy, safe, and protected. And to Sarah, the Louise. Be healthy, safe, and protected. Last but not least, would you like to know that you are unconditional love? That you be unconditional love, and that unconditional love is your birthright. Like that, say yes. Now we're stick our palms and our palms together. Faster, 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 faster. Put your palms over your eyes. Your eyes are the windows to your soul. When you're ready, you can open up your eyes, allow that energy to come into your body. Keep your hands on your heart. Congratulate yourself. Thank yourself for being here, for showing up today, for being part of the soul family. I love you all. Have an amazing day, a beautiful day, a miraculous day. Reminder that tomorrow there'll be no meditation, okay? Because it's my birthday. So I'm going to be playing. Love you all. Have a beautiful day, and I'll see you on Monday. Okay? Mwah. Bye, everyone. Thank you so much. Bye, Auntie. I love you.
Bye.